All right, guys, so what we got here is the long-awaited 7.62x39. 7.62x39 has been pretty hard to procure for the last couple years, actually, ever since the ban on all Russian ammo. So this is TelaAmmo 7.62x39. This is a 124 grain projectile, and it's steel cased. However, it isn't steel core. So this is produced or manufactured in Azerbaijan, and you know, it's good to have some 7.62x39. What we're going to be doing today is a ballistic gel test, a barrier test, a chrono, and then we're going to, in last shot fashion, right, dump a couple hundred rounds just to show you that this stuff cycles. So on to the ballistic gel test. Firing in 3, 2. Wow. Okay, so
that's not bad.
As expected, that definitely exited. Again, this is a FMJ 7.62x39. We wanted to see how lethal it would be because it is a pretty good round. So it clearly penetrated all the way through, and you could see the cavity in the wound channel. It's not a very wide wound channel, right? Because it's still penetrating. If we had a second block here, you probably would have seen more expansion. At this point, it definitely looks like
through the hole.
Yeah, at this point, it's actually still on the table. So yeah, it's still on the table.
I'm curious to see, like, if we had like 2 of those human torso ballistic gels, you know, the dummies. I wonder if it would go through both of them.
Yeah,
you know
check this out. Got a good angle of that?
Yeah. So this is a 7.62x39, right?
Oh, you can actually see this if you look from the top here. There's actually some decent expansion, guys. 7.62x39. Even the FMJ stuff, it's one hell of a round. So if you want to use it for home defense, just keep in mind the penetration. But that leads me to our next thing, which is barrier testing. All right, so what we have here is just a standard cinder block. You can find these at Home Depot, very common in building houses. So one thing that we like to test now is the penetrating power of a round. So again, this is a full metal jacket. It's not meant to expand. And let's see how many, we're gonna shoot actually 3 rounds and see how many rounds it takes to penetrate the cinder block if it does. So, you know, we'll see what this does in a home defense scenario. All right, so this is definitely a penetrating round. So it's very lethal. It's a penetrating round. It can make it through barriers. And there's a time and place for penetration. I know a lot of people in general, they look for expansion and not over penetrating, but guys, there is a time and place for penetrating power. Right, we tested this in M855A1, green tip, steel core has a little bit more penetrating power. And this, again, it's not a steel core, so it is range safe. But I think in the first round it was already through.
No, it was already through.
It was already through in the first round?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe cinder blocks have gotten cheaper in quality. I don't know. But that's what you can expect from using it. If you need to go through a wall, this seems like a pretty good round.
Maybe it's made in China.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If I had like cinder blocks and there was a guy that I knew was behind, I mean, this would be more like concealment.
You know what's crazy?
There's a time and place for it.
The crazy part about it is, like, most people that play video games and watch movies, but they don't actually shoot guns in real life, they don't know that, it'll penetrate, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 5.56 would rip through this too.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
So it's just like, just because you're behind an object. Even cars, exactly.
Oh, yeah, it would go right through it. But it's good because, like, if I know there's a guy, are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. If I know there's a guy like behind this wall that just broke into my house, or in any type of scenario where I want to punch through this, that's good to have. So same thing with my car. If I want to, like, if I know the guy's behind a couple doors, I want the round to be able to make it through the couple doors and still do its work. But there you go, guys. TelaAmmo 7.62x39. Available now, and we'll be carrying this very regularly, so we're gonna have a consistent supply of it. So the 7.62x39 dry spell is finally over after since COVID, pretty much. All right, guys, so we got the TelaAmmo 7.62x39 124 grain, and we're testing it against AR500 level 3+, and it's got an anti-spalling coat on it. No shit. I don't think it went through, but that was way more energy than the green tip. Dude, 7.62x39, it is so overlooked. It's just like a deadly round. Well, this plate is honestly very impressive.
Where's the impact?
It looks like,
oh wow,
like you could fit a needle in there. That's about it.
Wait,
I don't even know where it's going.
What rating is this plate? 3+?
3+, yeah.
It did even less than the 5.56.
That's
you
fucking
can tell
crazy.
because like the lead is still stuck to the very
Stuck to it, yeah. So I mean, there was definitely more energy because it fell right off the table, but
What's the backside look like?
the backside. Yeah, this is the backside.
Put it in the sun.
Any deformation?
I don't know if you guys can see that.
None at all.
There's no deformation. That's pretty impressive. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, we're doing. We're gonna put 200 to 300 rounds on this. A mixture of close range, kind of burning it down. Again, we want to show you the reliability of the ammo, since not many people know TelaAmmo. Again, it's TelaAmmo, not Tula, so don't confuse it. And then we're gonna walk it back to about 300 yards and do some long range stuff just to see how accurate this is for a more realistic range session, right? I'm assuming most of you guys are kind of doing a mixture of close, and I wouldn't call 300 yards long range, but I would definitely call it a little bit further than usual, right? Most people are shooting within 25 yards. Yeah, let's get a little bump fire.
Do it.
Hold on. No, bump fire. Oh.
It's hard to bump fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't load the PMags to 30, guys. All right, so guys, let me quickly talk about the AK that we're shooting. This is it's definitely not one of my go-tos. So this is Century Arms Romanian AK. We carry PSA AKs, which I love. Very flat shooting. This one doesn't really have any type of muzzle device, but yeah, so this is Century Arms AK with a Holosun optic. Let's do some bill drills. Ooh, that's getting hot. Not bad. All right,
hold up.
Look at that. Let's check the target quickly. All right. So I'm getting where I want to here. All headshots. Let's hit the steel over there.
Woo! It's like Fallout in real life.
Yeah. All right, so now we're at about 300 yards. And if you guys are wondering why it's so burnt here, it wasn't a natural fire. This was a controlled burn. So we got a cool landscape over here. Nice and soft. Nice.
Yeah. You're like hitting left.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, I'm very impressed. Even with a very mediocre zero where I'm holding right, gun's super hot right now, barrel's super hot. Very impressed with this ammo. We're at 300 yards. I literally just burnt my finger again. Definitely should have worn gloves, but we're getting consistent hits at 300 yards. And what more could you ask for? It's cost effective, and it's finally a cheap 7.62x39 steel case on the market again. All right, guys, so yeah, that wraps up the product review on the TelaAmmo 7.62x39. We didn't have one light primer strike with it. It's pretty rare though to have light primer strikes, especially in mil-spec rifles. But we got good results from it. The gel testing was great. The penetration testing was good. Again, time and place for penetration, right? Let's say you have a guy behind a wall or behind a car, you want the bullet to be able to make it through all that matter and still do its job. And we did some work out at 300. Again, the zero was a little bit off. The hits definitely could have been more consistent with a good zero, but once I had my hold, it was pretty much just dead on. It's I just burnt myself. It's like 100 degrees out here, and we've been absolutely not even letting this rifle rest at all. So pretty good results with this thing in terms of accuracy and, more importantly, reliability, right? This isn't going to be your precision round. 7.62x39 in general isn't a precision round when you just look at the ballistics of it, but it's great for fun at the range, and we'll be carrying it in stock often.